Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, first of all, before we get into the cards, if you are a Pisces ascendant, this is especially relevant for you. On the 21st, we have a lunar eclipse, a solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer, which is your fourth house, right? So this is why I say it's important to know if this is your ascendant. Whereas when I talk about the cards, this is the overall energy. So for you guys, this is happening in your fifth house, right? So fifth house, it's definitely your fifth house. So your fifth house is all to do with, it's actually a really great house, especially in ancient astrology. This was the house of luck, the house of good spirit. It's a beautiful house because it's all to do with children, childlike energy. It's all to do with your luck. It's the luck of the cosmos driving through your fifth house. We have a solar eclipse happening in the sign of Cancer for you, which is your fifth house, right? So what this gives you is a brand new beginning. It's an initiation in some way, shape or form. This is you stepping forward, right? In some way, shape or form, this is a really powerful energy for you to create something. If you don't have children, if you don't want children, this is a new beginning for you in terms of your projects, in terms of some sort of a baby. Maybe when I say a baby, I mean, maybe this is you starting a business. Maybe this is you finally having a really good idea that you think, you know what? I'd like to do something with that. It's you tapping into all of your creative energy. Now, remember, this isn't an event. An eclipse isn't just on the day and then it's done. It will unpack over the next 3 to 6 months. So expect to see some sort of change, some sort of big initiation or something that you're welcoming in over the next 3 to 6 months to do with all of those things. This is a very lucky house as well. So even if you're not necessarily a gambler, take a risk on a business, take a risk on a big idea, take a gamble on something that is going to excite you. The fifth house is wonderful. Now, if you don't have children and you do want them, this is very exciting because it means that over the next 3 to 6 months is a very fertile time for you where you could conceive, right? So just consider that right now. Now, you have the Judgment card as your key to the week, and what this is giving you above and beyond everything else is this energy of bringing everything up to the surface. Now, this could be your own secrets, this could be your own energy. It looks like you are delving deep into something, and I always see this card, it is a card of massive changes, but it usually brings something up from the past or someone back from the past in order for you to reconcile something, right? For something for you to look at so that you can say, right, okay, what did I learn from that? What did the energy of that experience or that person give me, and how is it relevant for my life going forward? So kind of like you take all of the good stuff out of it and then you can release everything else, which is great. Now, the other thing with the Judgment card is that blast from the past. Do expect one over the course of this week. And it could be in any of these sectors of your life, right? Because the key to the week card, it kind of infuses everything with its energy. So for your actions and options, okay, so you've got the Tower card straight out. So big thing that I want to say to you, Pisceans, please be careful on the road. This is a week for you to really look after yourself. If you are feeling fuzzy or woolly in any way, shape or form, all up in here, this is a week where you really need to pay attention to, just pay attention to what you're actually doing. Now, remember, the Tower card is always big, shocking, revelatory sort of energy. So, if you have any secrets or things that you want to remain hidden, I would say that this week is a week for you to definitely hide some of your, hide the evidence. Not saying that I condone such things, but you know, as an actions and options card, right? This kind of says that what you're being driven to do at the moment, especially with this card and especially with the eclipse, what you're being driven towards is change, right? You're being driven towards a brand new era of your life, and you're actually being asked to do things in a completely revolutionary way. This card for me is always a card of, if you don't jump, I will push you. Love the universe. All right. For your communications and conversations, you have the Star card. Now this is interesting because this card for me is Uranus and this card here is Aquarius, right? So you've got a lot of Uranian / Aquarius energy. Now when it comes to communications and conversations, it does look like you are connecting with people. There's a lot of good communication. There's a lot of tribe energy that comes through with this. If you haven't seen it, please check out the Weekly General. Just because it was like 20 minutes long this time, so I apologize, you know, but if you get a spare 20 minutes, have a watch. This is really nice for you as well, because it means that you're reaching out for people over the internet. It means that you are definitely connecting with people at a distance. With the Judgment card in close proximity, this is you connecting to somebody online that you may not have spoken to or heard from in a long time. Maybe this is somebody coming back into your life that could quite frankly be shocking. You know, you could be like, wow, okay, I never thought that me and this person would be reconnecting, but ta-da, here we are, right? The other thing is as well, this looks like you're getting some sort of glimpse into the changes that are about to start occurring for you. Pay attention to this week, Pisces, because whatever is happening for you over the course of this week, you'll very likely be looking back and saying, yeah, you know what, that was a week that really kind of set a lot of things in motion. For your money and materials, you have the King of Pentacles. This is a great week for money. It could be a week as well where spontaneous, now for some of you, this is promotion energy, right? This is you taking a big step forward or a big step upward, one that you hadn't necessarily factored in, one that you weren't really, you know, necessarily sure of to begin with. It looks like with your Tower card there as well, it looks like some sort of a big change is coming up for you. So really, really exciting. When it comes to work, something is definitely brewing, something is definitely changing or evolving for you. Now, for your health looks good this week, but with the Tower card in close proximity, it could be your nervous system that takes a bit of a beating this week. Now, I actually feel like that's because you're just going to be really busy and you're not taking, you know, maybe you're not taking it as easy as you could. So, you know, at points that you can, remember to, you know, to switch off or take some downtime, especially as we were coming up to that Neptune, you know, because when Neptune retrogrades, you feel it more than most other signs, right? For your materials, meaning your home, home looks good, but it does look like with the Tower card there, this is just a week for you to, you know, if there's anything that seems a bit off, like a plug socket or whatever, please get somebody else to do it. This is not the week for it, for you to be intervening in said things. And then for your love and relations, you have the Page of Cups. It really does feel like somebody that, you know, and there's another card, another sign that had a similar message. It was like, you know, that one that got away. It does feel like there's somebody that's coming back into the fold for a lot of you, which is exciting. For those of you that are single, this is you meeting somebody, and it's very likely to be somebody that is an earth sign. This could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. This is going to be somebody that, you know, is not only very powerful in their own right, but somebody that's very well established in and of themselves. So if you're single, this looks like somebody that is coming in for you, somebody that is going to be great for you, which is really nice. Yeah, it's just a really exciting time when it comes to that. For those of you that are partnered, your Page of Cups, it kind of says that you guys are, it's kind of like a, not agree to disagree, but there's this energy that you're kind of just saying to each other, you know what, we'll agree to disagree. I actually feel like a rift is being mended between couples where, you know, one of you's a Pisces. And what that actually looks like, it could be that you decide to go in really different directions, but you decide to keep the partnership. How you're going to do that, I'm not entirely sure. When it comes to the Page of Cups as well, because we've got the Star card here, Some of you could be getting a new pet this week, which is really, really nice. So with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.